So, hopefully everything is now set up. Apparently that green wire that I was questioning earlier is for the power LED. The other one is for MSG for message, but apparently I don't have such a connector on this case. But in the event that you do have it, of course, I'm not exactly sure what it's for, but then again, reading the manual could help answer that, but that's not what I'm after. Okay, got that for the front USB. That's for over here. So now it's time for the power supply to get connected. Yep, still. So let's get ready. Now, do you remember how the power supply was disconnected from the previous computer case? Well, you basically follow the exact same process, only in reverse. And, like before, have it on the bottom. That way, in case it accidentally falls, it'll end up hitting something that's safe. And it'll probably only fall maybe just a couple inches, not even a whole inch. So, that way you don't damage your motherboard or something. But the important thing to do, initially, is to line up these holes. See how you got these screw holes here? All you need to do is get it lined up by holding it, and then start to screw in and go from there. Holding my camera, this is rather difficult. No wonder. Okay, this might work. If I can angle it a little better. Okay. Grab a screw. Gotta have a screw. So, as I stated. Okay, line up the screw holes. Get a screw started. Accuracy helps too, you know. Okay, now you can pretty much just let it go. Okay, do the same off over here. Things will start getting easy now, from now on. Okay, and just do the same with all four. So what about that trusty screwdriver? Come on, get in there already. Well, this is not a cooperating screw. It's cooperating times -1, as they often say. Times -1. Mathematically, that's used to take the opposite of something. But that's just the basic process. Of course, when you're done, get the trusty screwdriver. Now, before we start with hooking up the power components, such as this 24-pin cable among these others, what we need to do is connect all the other components. And that's what these things are for. This, if you can make it out, has fine threads in a sense. This has coarse threads. This is thus for something like the CD drive or older hard drives. This is obviously for the floppy drive. So what is this for then? Well, this is for SATA, which is a more recent form of hard drive. And that's what I got. So, I'll need this, and because I got a CD drive, I'll also need this. So, CD, floppy, SATA hard drive. At least, of course, this can also be used for hard drives too, but mostly for the older versions. So, let's get those connected in. That's the next stage. But, bag. Gotta open it. But that should be easy enough. Okay, here's what these things look like. But you might notice here that there's actually two of those in there at once. Well, as before, they can only go in one way. Same thing here. Although these are a little more awkward. A little more awkward, you might be wondering? Well, stretched out, this is what it looks like. Yeah, there's 3 connectors. Looks odd, right? Well, actually, one end goes into the motherboard. One end goes into device 1. The other end goes into device 2. Seems like it's about to hit the camera lens, huh? So, this part, see this green part? Notice how you got the green part in there? Well, that's where it goes. And then, of course, missing pin, or missing area there, that's just idiot proofing. You'll see that there's also a missing pin in there too, if you can see that. But that's basically how you connect that. This is going to the CD drive. CD drive? Well, I put that right here. Bad. Too many wires in the way. Got all these extra spare wires and not sure what to do with them. But, anyway, let's get on with hooking those things up. So now that the components are hooked up, and yes, those orange spots, those little orange spots right in here, those are where you connect SATA into. So, next up, main power stuff. Of course, you might notice the design of it. If you look closely enough, you can see hexagons with a square, with one half of it being square, and the rest of them being squares. Well, because of that, this thing can only go in one way. And you can probably figure it out from there. Matching triangles to squares again, pretty much. Kindergarten stuff. This is taking a lot longer than I was expecting. It's already past 8, as you can kind of tell. But I'm almost done. It's just connecting the main power, and let's see here. Hooking all the devices up, the video card and all that other stuff, you know, and then testing it. And then that's pretty much all that really remains. So hopefully I can finish before 9. Or at least I'm really hoping I could.